from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. Watson and the Houston Texans versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the foot. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A shotgun snap for Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep to return is Duke Johnson. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenyon Drake there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now back out comes the offense. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 41, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Watson. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Adam Humphries deep to return.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
This is Harris. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Patriots 0.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton.
Catch is made by Harry.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
Breaks a tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. From the gun, Newton under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Watson forced out to his left. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Uses the stiff arm. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson going to run it on the option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
From the red zone now, Watson keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Come on now, let's do this.
By Chase Winovich, tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton got a man open. That's Harry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Newton, he may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down throw. Watson firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Here's Watson to throw on third down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On first down, Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Operating from the gun. Newton, throw left side, complete to Harry. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for them here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Again, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Newton. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding.
Makes the score at Texans 10, Patriots 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders doing battle with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Right back to Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3.
Watson on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw again. Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Dietrich Wise with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he dumps it off to Drake. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Let's go.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off play action, Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Patriots.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Here's Newton.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Watson. Now he steps away. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, Drake going left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 33 and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Texans will extend their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You're giving yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Out of the gun, Newton.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On first down, it's Newton.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Newton throwing again. Harris has it over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. To throw again on second down. Newton, that's out to his running back, Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught at the 7.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
This likely a must-have, third and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff, because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is Johnson. He's got it. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Watson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So the Patriots coming out now. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Newton out to the right to Humphreys. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Patriot 1st down.
first down. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Again, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Newton on first down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Point after here coming up. It is true. The lead cut to 10, 23-13. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And now out comes Houston. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Drake. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll go down at the 28. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 25. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Johnson again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the option, here's Drake. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.